We're beginning with some breaking news coming in. The Shakur Basti demolition has now snowballed into a huge, big political war. Latest coming in that the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi is expected to visit the demolition site in Shakur Basti at noon today. First he'll go to Parliament, then he will head to Shakur Basti. That's the latest that we are hearing at this moment. Ashar Ahmed Khan joins us on the phone line. Ashar, first it was the Aam Aadmi Party which decided that they will raise this issue in Parliament. They got some amount of support from the Trinamool Congress, and now it appears that Rahul Gandhi is going to join them too.
Well, absolutely. In the morning, we saw that members of several political parties have given notice on discussion. Now what we hear is that the Congress Vice President, after that all-important strategy meeting in Parliament, will also head to Shakur. So clearly a political war breaking out on, and the entire issue has become more political than administrative.
Well, Ashar, what is the Congress's strategy going to be on this issue? We already know that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Trinamool Congress are not just going to protest outside Parliament, but also going to raise this issue inside Parliament. Is the Congress strategy somewhat similar?
Well, you see, this helps the Congress. First of all, it takes away from the National Herald case, A, and B, what happens is that the House does not function because there are going to be charges and counter charges from both sides. So it suits the Congress in more ways than one.
Absolutely. Ashar Ahmed Khan joining us with all the latest. Some more breaking news coming in. Politics is mounting over the Shakur Basti demolition case after the TMC. Now the Janata Dal United has backed pretty much on expected lines. And as we told you at 9 a.m. that this is much more than just Shakur Basti. This is a form of a new political alignment where the Aam Aadmi Party, the Trinamool Congress and the Janata Dal United are going to speak in one voice. After the TMC, now the Janata Dal United has backed the Aam Aadmi Party in the case and given an adjournment motion notice in Rajya Sabha to bring up the Shakur Basti demolition issue in Parliament. Aam Aadmi Party had been already supported by the Trinamool Congress, who gave a notice in the Rajya Sabha to bring up this demolition issue. Remember, this is a very, very big, this is snowballed into a very big issue, but whatever be the reality is that because of this demolition, we are getting some very disturbing pictures of how children as young as 3, 4, 5, there on your screen right now, they're having to spend the night like this. And this is something that the politicians must see. Whatever the right and wrong may be, I think it's nobody's case to see India's children like this, and that too, just imagine, it's 4 degrees in the night outside. KC Tyagi of the Janata Dal United now speaking. Let's go across to Brajesh Pandey, who joins us from outside Parliament for more on this. Brajesh, we have seen that the JDU has given an adjournment motion. We have seen that the Trinamool Congress has joined in. The Aam Aadmi Party wants to raise this particular issue. The Congress too has joined in. Is this now, post the National Herald case, a fresh headache for the central government?
Well, it looks like, and going by the new alignment which we are seeing on most of the issues, first it was started by Trinamool and was swiftly joined by Aam Aadmi Party, and today we saw KC Tyagi of JDU giving an adjournment motion in Rajya Sabha. It's very clear that a new political coalition is emerging, and the government will be at pains to dissuade or dispel the impression that that those the land which has been vacated and it was illegally occupied will not be sold to any big corporate houses or things like that, because a very distinct impression which is being given by JDU and others are like that this particular demolition drive was carried out at behest, and the government was least of all sensitive, and this comes at a time when Railway Minister was earning plaudits from one and all about how sensitive and how quick his ministry is over social media platform called Twitter. So the government is definitely on a back foot as far as this demolition drive at Shakur Basti is concerned.
Now, Brajesh, do stay on with us because, and it will be interesting if you could ask this question to the politicians as well. All those who are maybe from the central government who will be questioned today by the opposition, and all those from opposition, whether they are reacting to these pictures or as part of their usual templated politics. What we see on our screen right now, and we'll try going full frame to those pictures that are running, of little children. These children have spent the night in 5 degrees centigrade. Imagine if that could happen to any one of us. How is it going to feel? Now, whoever is actually responsible for the demolition, whether these people were right or wrong to occupy that particular land, whether they were given notices or not. Now that is all subject matter of investigation, subject matter of history. But the point is that children, amid this political bickering and the debate over the legality of the demolition drive in the national capital, these children and poor families are the ones who are suffering. They are caught in the crossfire. Rendered homeless after the anti-encroachment drive in Delhi's Shakur Basti, these children are forced to spend chilly nights under the sky. With the cold wave gripping the national capital and the minimum temperature falling to 6 degrees centigrade, one can just imagine the plight of children, how they must be battling these cold nights. And I guess, Brajesh, that is going to be the most important point. Should we not ask these politicians that apart from your templated response, where JDU will align to Aam Aadmi Party, will align to Trinamool, Congress will align to Congress, everybody will form a front, raise this issue. Do they really care about these people who spent the whole night, young children, the age of 3, 4, spent the whole night in 6 degrees?
Well, Sanket, we all, I think, in our heart of hearts, know the real answer to this question. That politics is, most of the time, politics is played over this pitiable conditions of these people living in illegal slum dwellings. Because, if the government of the day or politicians were so serious about their condition, a whole methodology would have been, a whole, effort would have been made to make their living conditions much better. But we all know how they live. And what is more damaging to this, so the whole area thing is that, given the fact of brutal, harsh winter conditions, the government or the RPF, which participated in this demolition drive, they could have shown a bit more remorse and, would have, postponed the demolition to a time when, the temperature or the weather is far more conducive to those little children. But it looks like, that the politics has trumped over all these humane considerations.
I think, should it, Brajesh, not be more significant to expect our politicians to announce more rain baseras or night shelters in that area? For Rahul Gandhi to not just go there for yet another political photo opportunity, but maybe ask his netas to get some blankets for these people who are struggling in the winter chill.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, that would have been a very positive contribution to...
Let's make their photo op more meaningful.
Well, absolutely, and I think that would have made the whole exercise much more fruitful. But the fact of the matter is that you will hear the voice, you will hear the condemnation of the government only because most of the time it is either to pressurize the government or embarrass the government or the other way around. But the fact of the matter is that that these people 10 days, 15 days, even when Parliament will be out of when the session will get over, we'll see them living in the same kind of condition. So nobody will take any kind of concrete step which will elevate, which will help them live in a better condition, which will elevate their pitiable condition as they are living as of now. But the fact of the matter is that politics, unfortunately, will take over the whole exercise, which should have otherwise been extremely meaningful.
Absolutely,
Sanket?
Absolutely. As Brajesh said, what is going to be more meaningful, even if politicians want to enter into a photo opportunity, they can do that, provided it results in some assistance and help, particularly to those children who are not even 4, 3, 4, 5, that age group, and are having to spend the whole night in this winter, terrible Delhi winter chill. Thanks very much, Brajesh Pandey. We'll be getting all the details. We'll be asking these questions to our MPs. What sort of help and assistance are they going to provide for the people for whom they are actually speaking up at this moment?
In a shocking crime in Mumbai, dead bodies of noted artist Hema Upadhyay and another suspected to be her lawyer, Harsh Bambani, were found in a sewage drain in Kandivali, Mumbai.